Like the number 3, Alvaro Granados, one of the youngest player in the Spanish side, 21 years old. But the youngest is the 19 years old, number 4, Bernat Sanaua. Miguel de Toro is wearing the number 5 cap. Number 6, Marc Larumbe. Number 7, the former Brazilian national player Adrian Delgado, 29 years old. Then the number 8, Francisco Fernandez. Number 9, Roger Tahul. And then comes the captain wearing the number 10th cap, Felipe Perrone, who was also a former Brazilian player. Number 11, Blay Mayara. Number 12, Alejandro Bustos. And number 13, Eduardo Lorrio. And the head coach of Team Spain is Davi Martin, 44 years old. Serbia in Barcelona. And now the German teams are arriving as well. Moritz Schenker wearing the number 1 cap. The first time goalie for Germany. Number 2, Ben Reibel. Number 3, Timo van der Bosch. Number 4, the captain of Team Germany, Julian Real, 30 years old with huge experience. Number 5, Hannes Schulz. Number 6, Maurice Jungling. He was one of the best goal scorers 2 years ago, but in this year he is not scoring as many goals. Number 7, Denis Strelecki, the youngest player, 21 years old. Number 8, Lukas Kielen, and the oldest German player in this roster, number 9, Markus Stam, the son of the head coach. And, number 10, Mateo Chuk. Number 11, Marin Restovic. Number 12, Dennis Eidner. And number 13, Kevin Götz. And the head coach is for 3 years now, Hagen Stam, 59 years old, former great player for Germany. And the referees are Svetlana Dreva from Russia and Boris Margeta from Slovenia. And now the national anthems. First, the Spanish.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is match number 28, quarterfinals qualification match, Germany versus Spain.
So this is the 28th match here in Budapest in the 34th LAN European Championships in the men's tournament, and the second quarterfinal qualification match between Germany and Spain. And here you can see the German lineup now all together. Two German players are new faces in Team Germany compared to the last European Championships 2 years ago. The new players are Ilan and Chuk in the team of the head coach Hagen Stam. Same numbers, 2 changes compared to the Spanish silver medalist team 2 years ago. Sanahuan and Delgado are the new players in the Spanish team. And the same 2 players are the changes comparing the last year's World Championship silver medalist team. That means that they have the Olympic spot for this summer games in Tokyo. But of course, Spain is still missing the European Championships gold medal. They are one-time Olympic winners in '96 and 2-time world champions from '98 and 2001, but they never won the European Championships. And last time they were really close to win that, especially at home in Barcelona. But in the final, after a 7-7 draw, they lost on the penalty shootout. And they have 1 more silver medal from 1991 and 3 more medals, bronze medals from '83, '93 and 2006. And it's really can be unbelievable, but as the Spanish team has no European gold, Germany has actually 2 gold medals from 1981 and 1989. And plus they have 3 silver medals and 3 bronze medals. The last time that they were on the podium, it was 25 years ago in Vienna when they clinched the bronze medal. So this is a huge contest between the 2 teams, and of course this is one of the oldest rivalries in the history of the European Championships. Their first match took place 93 years ago in Bologna in 1927, and at that time Germany won 9-0 against Spain. After all, they met 19 times, just only at the European Championships, and the Germans are still holding a 10-9 lead in aggregate. Spain took the last 2 as they met each other twice on the Margaret Island 6 years ago when the European Championships was last time here in Budapest. But it was not here in Duna Arena, but in Margaret Island. So of course, in these recent years, the Spanish team is much stronger than the German side, but aggregate, Germany is still having the lead. In these European Championships, Germany lost to Croatia 17-9. They beat Slovakia 8-5, and then they lost to Montenegro 10-3. While Spain is unbeaten so far here in Budapest. The first shot was saved by the German goalie Moritz Schenker. It came from De Toro. So Spain is unbeaten so far. First they beat Malta 23-7. then they made a draw against Hungary, 11-11. And in the last match, finished against Turkey, 24-7. And actually, they are not just unbeaten here, but in fact, they also remained unbeaten in Barcelona in regular time, because they lost the final only in the shootout against Serbia. So inside 4 times 8 minutes, their last loss at the Europeans came in the quarterfinals in Belgrade against Greece, 6-2. And there they won their last 2 matches as well to finish in the 6th place. And added 6 more in Barcelona, 3 here. So their unbeaten run at the Euros now counts 11 games in a row. And probably they will add 1 more after this, because that would be a miracle if Germany would be able to win against Spain. And there is the first goal of the match. The goal scorer is De Toro, the number 5 center forward. His 3rd goal in the tournament. He debuted in the European Championships 2 years ago, so he was the member of the silver medalist team. And of course, he was there last year in Gwangju when they clinched the silver in the World Championships. His first big tournament was 3 years ago here in Budapest, so he debuted here in the national team in big tournaments. But that was not a good tournament for Spain. They finished only in the 9th place. Last year was just a great year for Spain. Of course, the World Championship was the highlights of their year, where they won the silver medal. They lost in the final 10-5 against Italy, but until that they managed to beat in the quarterfinal Serbia, then in the semifinal Croatia. They have altogether 2 losses in the World Championships, because they lost in the final, but they lost in the group stage as well against Hungary. But that one didn't count really for Spain. They won that silver, they won the Olympic spot. And last year they won the Europa Cup bronze medals as well, while in the World League they finished in the 4th place. Of course, 2018 was a great year for Spain as well, because they not just won the European silver medal, but in the World League Super Final here in Duna Arena they finished in the 3rd place, and in the Europa Cup they won the silver as well. But now there is the first German goal scored by Denis Strelecki. It's a great shot, but of course it needed a little help from Perrone, who touched the ball. He tried to block, but it just went in. So the 4th goal in the tournament for Strelecki. The top scorer until this match was Julian Real with 4 goals. Now Strelecki has also 4 goals. Tahul. And Schenkel saves it with the help of the post. And Germany has the chance to take the lead. Of course, the Germans would like to be back on the podiums as they were, especially in the 80s or in the 30s, almost 100 years ago, when they were one of the superpowers in the Euro. But last time, 2 years ago in Barcelona, they finished only in the 9th place. And if they would lose here in the playoff, just like 2 years ago against Greece, 13-5, then they can reach that 9th place as well. 2 years ago they beat for that 9th place France and the Netherlands. Shot from distance. There were 2 Spanish players there to block it. And now it's Dani Lopez, number 1 Spanish goalie, who was the 2nd best player in the world last year, according to LAN. There is an exclusion from Germany. So 6-on-5 now for Spain. This is Perrone to the center forward, and from there was a shot from Taul. From 10-20 seconds now to attack for Spain. Passing the ball now 6 against 6, and Schenkel saves it, but the rebound goes back to Spain, and they have one more time that 20 seconds. Munarriz. Tahul back to Munarriz. So it's Mayarak. Mayarak shot and saved by Schenkel. Spain had 9 shots so far, and they scored only 1 goal, which is 11%. And now Germany has a chance one more time to take this lead. Nestovic, a shot, and blocked by Perrone, the Spanish number 10. No chance for the fast break. And there is 1 Spanish player who is just swimming and arriving to this attack. And this is Granados. And there is a turnover foul. There's a mistake by the Spanish team now. Moritz Schenkel is looking for someone to pass. No one is asking the ball, and they have only 30 seconds for this attack. Now to the center forward, and turnover foul. A foul against Dennis Eidner. It's Perrone. Passing to Taul. Only 5 seconds for Spain, but there was a turnover foul. So no goal for Spain. Still 1-1 in this first quarter, which is just about to end in 10 seconds. Stam, only 5 seconds. There is a lob shot saved by Lopez, and one more shot from Lopez to Schenkel, and he saves it. So after 1 quarter, it's tied. Germany won, Spain won. The Spanish team is not having good efficiency on attack. They had 10 shots. Actually, this Dani Lopez shot was counted as well, but they had 10 shots and they scored only a goal, which means they are on 10%, while the Germans from 5 shots they scored a goal. So here's the first quarter's statistics. As I said, 20% shot efficiency for Germany and only 10 for Spain. You can see so many zeros here in this page. Actually, the last time when the Germans reached the quarterfinals was in Eindhoven 8 years ago. That time they finished in the 5th place, while 2 years ago they met Greece in this phase and lost by 8 goals. While 2 years ago Spain qualified directly to the quarterfinals. They had better goal difference against Montenegro on the group, because the same thing happened. They won 2 matches and had a draw, just like here in Budapest, but this time they have a worse goal difference compared to Hungary. And the last time that Spain hasn't made the top 8 at the Europeans, that dates back to 1966. So that was really long ago. And now there is a chance for Spain, and they are missing it. One more big chance. Waterpolo is on top form, actually. He's on 88.9 save percentage, but until this shot, because now finally Granados find a way to the back of the net. First goal of the second quarter, and the goal scorer is Granados, who has 10 goals now here in Budapest. The top scorers are Munarriz and Perrone. Both players scored 11 goals so far. And a good block. Made by Delgado. Maybe that block will hurt a little later, but lots of blocks so far for Spain until now. And there is one more Spanish goal scored by Munarriz. His first goal from his first shot. So now Spain is leading by 2 goals. No chance for Modrichenko. It was just a perfect shot. Schenko would only have a chance if he would head out this ball. This is Reibel, and the shot from Chuk. Lopez. Delgado, and he scores. Now this quarter looks like as we expected. In the first quarter, it didn't work anything on attack for Spain, but in this one, they scored 3 times and no goal for Germany. The joy of the Spanish bench and David Martin. Gielan. Marcos Tam. Now 6 on 5 for Germany. And the second for Sanauha. The youngest Spanish player in the roster, 19 years old. But there is the best keeper of the world, Dani Lopez. An exclusion from Germany. So one up for Spain this time. Jungling is the penalized player. To the center forward, and save made by Schenker, and the referee shows that there was no goal. Let's see from this camera. Yes, of course, there was no goal. And Schenker is passing ahead. It can be a mini power play for Germany, but until now only, because there was a great defensive move from Bustos, who stopped Restovic, and then he even blocked it. So still no goal for Germany in this second quarter. Shot from distance and saved by the post one more time. Felipe Perrone has no goal so far. Restovic. There is a chance ahead of Real, and he scores. Second goal for Germany. And the first for Real. The German captain, his fifth goal in the whole tournament. And now changes on both sides. And we can have now some beautiful pictures from this spider camera, which is on work on the first day. Delgado. Then to the center forward and saved by the post. De Toro. Jungling. Passing ahead to Reiber. Sorry, Eidner. Now it's Jungling again. Strzelecki, a shot from distance and saved by the post. No third goal for Germany. Yeah. Trailing by 2 goals, but the water pass was there and no penalty, just an exclusion. Jungling and even Schenker, so now no German goalie, I mean real goalie, between the posts, and no chance for Reiber to save it. Navarro Granados is the goal scorer. There you can see the fight. Jungling against Granados. And then that 6-on-4, which they are using it easily. Real. Schultz. There is an exclusion from Spain. A man up now for the Germans. Real. Now to the center forward, great goal. Great goal scored by Dennis Eidner. Sorry, it was Marco Stam. But no, it was Eidner, the number 12. We can see the replay. Beautiful pass, and Eidner was there. And he scores. The pass came from Marco Stam. And his father, I mean Marco Stam's father, against Stam. The German head coach was there when they won the European Championships 2 times in the 80s. He even have Olympic bronze and World Championship bronze medals from the 80s as well. 59 years old, against Stam. Now 6-on-5 for Spain. Perrone. A shot and saved by Moritz Schenkel. He's still on great saving percentage. But this time he has no chance against Granados. One more great goal scored by this young guy, 21 years old. 3 shots, 3 goals. And now he's on 12 goals in Budapest. He debuted in the Spanish team here in Budapest in the World Championship 3 years ago. Stranecki. Nice dribbling, and he's losing the ball. Nothing happened. Shows the referee from Russia, Svetlana Dreval. Munaris. Only 30 seconds left from the quarter. And a penalty shot for Spain. And the major goes to Ben Reibel. His first. And now the chance for Spain, and Granados with the ball. And he scores. This is goal number 4 for Álvaro Granados. So he scored more than the half of the Spanish goals, and he's on 100% on shot percentage today. Moritz-Schenkel went to the left side, the ball came into the right. Restovic. He was born in Montenegro, 29 years old, but he's playing for Germany for 4 years now. A shot from distance, and it deflected and went into the back of the net. The 4th German goal. There was a slight deflection, which went in. And the goal scorer is Lucas Gielen. And this was the last goal of the first half. Germany is trailing by only 3 goals against Spain. There you can see this last shot one more time. The block came from Munaris, but that didn't help the Spanish side. So Spain 7 and Germany 4 after 2 quarters. And here comes the halftime statistics. The shot efficiency is just almost the same, 33% for Germany and 31% for Spain. And Spain scored 2 extra player goals, while Germany scored 1. 3 steals for Spain and 0 for Germany, while the Germans have 2 more time personal fouls than the Spanish team. And the top scorer is, of course, Alvaro Granados, who has 4 goals, while from Germany there are 4 players who scored 1 each. There is De Toro, then Munariz, and here's Ben Reibel, the German number 2. Looks like that Spain will not change goalie. There was Dani Lopez, and what was sure, I think, that Moritz-Schenker will be between the posts for the second half, as well as he is having a great day, almost 60% save percentage for Moritz-Schenker, while Dani Lopez is on almost 43%. And this time, almost Germany won the sprint, but at the end, it went to Spain. Munariz. Tight defense from the Germans, but in the end there is an exclusion. Ben Reibel, his second major foul. And now Spain has the chance to score the first goal in the second half on this power play. And the shot from Granados, his first miss today, from his 5th shot. Maurice Jungling. Jungling. Restovic. There is a shot from distance, and it deflected. So one more block for Spain. It was De Toro. Now this is Fernandez. A pass and a shot from Munariz. And this time it saved by the post. Gielan. There is a nice pass, and The ref shows that it's just a corner, no exclusion. So 20 seconds for Germany now. Huge battle in the center forward position, and the referee said nothing happened. The ball goes to Spain and to Granados now. Spain is changing 2 players. This is Fernandez. And exclusion, the number 7, Strelecki. Perrone, Granados. And Munarriz, now back to Munarriz, and he scores! Goal number 2 for Munarriz. He has now 13 goals in Duna Arena in these European Championships. Now more changes. Exclusion, Sanauha, and he's third foul now, so he's out with substitution. The first player. And the shots from Reibel, and one more block. Spain is defending really well in this quarter. No goal for Germany so far, but Spain only scored 1. And this time it saved the post again. And you can see Sanauha, the youngest player on the Spanish roster, but he's 19 years old. Playing in Terrassa. And one more save. Dani Lopez. No, it was just a block, and then the post. Dani Lopez didn't touch it. Perrone. A shot from distance. What a goal again. Who has then Alvaro Granados. His 5th goal against Germany. Got the ball and then look ahead, and no chance for Moritz Schenker. Couldn't went into the right side of the post. Five goals for Granados now from 6 shots, 83%. Stump. To the left, and one more block. This was the 6th block for Spain. If I can believe the numbers. Larumbe. Mayarak to the center forward. There were 3 Germans around him. And there is the exclusion. 6-on-5 for Spain. Mayarak, and the shot saved by the post. But The ref is asking the ball. They will see this shot if it was in or not. So the video assistant referee is on work. There you can see the Russian goalie Svetlana Dreval is checking the video. There is a shot from Majarach and no goal, of course, which we could see already, but they are checking it, so no goal this time for Spain. But Germany lost a player, the number 6 Maurice Jungling, because in the last attack he was out, and that was his third major foul, so he's out with substitution, just like from Spain Sanauha. Fernandez, Majarach, Taul, Fernandez. They have only 4 seconds on the shot clock. And the steal ahead of Perrone. And the chance maybe for the fast break, but the Spanish defenders who swam back quickly. Streletsky. And this is still a close game, only 5 goals between the two teams. The Germans are really prepared for this quarterfinal qualification against Spain. Turnover foul. So Perrone is losing the ball, but no chance for the fast break again. Actually now there is 5-on-4 because one Spanish player was too slow swimming back, but Germany is losing the ball again. And they can't come closer to Spain. And as they didn't score in this quarter, and we are just under the last minute of this quarter, this match will be decided probably here. And now there is the team timeout called by the Spanish head coach David Martin.
Felipe, descansa. Oye, trabajamos simplemente la 2 con Roger La Boya, vete a 3, ¿de acuerdo? Fran, te vas a 1, haces la entrada con Blay allí, Álvaro y Adri, ¿de acuerdo? Simplemente para meter un balón, para sacar expulsión. Vale, venga, vale. Ves a 3 y Mula, ponte en 4. Vale, está bien.
Está mucho en 3.
Sí, lo que pasa es que si va mucho a 4 tiene más lanzamiento de ahí. Pero bueno, está bien.
They would like to have an exclusion from Germany. Let's see. We have 55 seconds left from the third quarter. Spain is leading by 5 goals, 9-4. So now it's Majarach. Granados. Munarriz. Only 5 seconds left for Spain. And no exclusion, but there is a goal in the last second. Delgado. The goal scorer, his second. The Germans weren't sure if it was still on time or not. But in the end, this is a good goal, so the 10th Spanish goal in the match. My computer is still showing 9 for Spain, but here on the video, there are 10. Now there is a last save. Dani Lopez. And the third quarter ends. Spain is leading by 6 goals, 10-4. And this quarter went to Spain, that's for sure, as they scored 3 goals, while Germany has no goal in this third quarter. Here is the third quarter statistics, or I mean the statistics after 3 quarters. Shot efficiency is 34% for Spain and only 20 for Germany. Neither numbers are good, actually. And but we have, I mean, the Spanish team have a great player today who scored 5 times. The number 3, Alvaro Granados. Now he is the top scorer for Spain with 14 goals together here in Budapest. And now he makes the difference. And of course the Spanish defense, of course, they have a tight defense, and when Germany is trying to shoot, they blocked it 7 times. But now Germany won the sprint. They have the chance to cut the lead back to 5 goals. As you can see, this was the first sprint won by the Germans. Stranecki. Overturning Majarach. It's Chuk. Great pass. What an assist. And the goal scorer is Ben Reibel. He got a great ball. And his first goal from 3 shots. Ben Reibel. There you can see one more time, he was alone. And should be maybe Delgado there. Reibel, the 22 years old player who was already there 2 years ago at the age of 20 in Barcelona. That was his first big tournament. Now the Germans are a bit tightened their defense as well. And so far it works. Borytchenka, who is still on more than 50% save percentage against Spain. And goal! One more goal for Germany. Goal number 6, and scored by Julian Real. And now Germany is trailing by 4 goals only. And this was the first goal for Julian Real. No, sorry, his second goal. Mayarach. Great pass, but this time the second pass was not good, and Mateo Chug steals the ball, so Germany can come back to 3. Real. Restovic. Only 8 seconds for Germany now on the shot clock. Need to shoot. There's the shot, and saved by Dani Lopez. He's on 57% now. I mean, Dani Lopez. Mayarach. Munariz. Wonderful pass to the center position, and there is a move from Felipe Perrone, which reversed. Only just a corner. He came just perfectly to that position, Felipe Perrone, but he missed the chance. Mayarach. Munariz. Now the Toro is fighting in the center forward position, but no need to pass to there, but there is a goal from distance, and the goal scorer is Munariz. Goal number 11 for Spain. And now they are leading by 5 goals again. The Spanish team got an off day yesterday after the group stage. The players had a little time to look around in Budapest, a little sightseeing, or in the hotel's pool they have chance to relax a little. And as David Martin said, that they need in every big tournament a little off day. Of course, 2 years ago in Barcelona they have their families there around, but because of this they have more pressure as well. But it didn't bother the Spanish team. They lost only in the final after a draw on penalty shootouts. They had a great tournament, just like last year in Guangzhou. La Rumbe. Mayarach to the center forward, and saved by Moritz Schenkel. He's really having a good day. I remember 2 years ago in Barcelona, in the first match of Germany against Italy, when he led a bunch of goals against the Italians, and they scored only one. It was one of the worst results ever for Germany, 14-1 against Italy. And I remember as well against the Hungarians, when he had a terrific match. The match ended in a draw, 4-4 only. Both keepers were in big form. And now team timeouts. Second time for Spain.
Blay, descansa. La Rumbe descansa, métete con 1-2, de acuerdo con Fran. Alex, te quedas. Felipe Álvaro, Felipe, hacemos 5 contigo, ahora, ¿vale? 1 contra 1 con Felipe, ¿de acuerdo? 1 contra, hacemos pelea de 5. Calvo, intenta irte rápido, ¿vale? Intenta irte rápido. Roger, primer palo.
If I understood well, they would like to have a situation one-on-one for Perrone. Now this is Munarriz. Now there is the one-on-one, but it was just a pass, and then Spain is losing the ball. And so this time it didn't work well, and there you can see Dani Lopez is out. He got a bit rest, and Eduardo Lorrio got a little playing time in this last 3 minutes of the match. Dani Lopez finished on 60% saving percentage from 15 shots. He saved 9. Real. Just a pass, but only 5 seconds left for Germany. Now to the center forward, and from there is the exclusion from Spain, and Marco Stam is asking his first team timeout. The German head coach is almost 60 years old, and as a player he had more than 320 caps for Germany.
Wenn auf 4. Timo auf 2, wir spielen ganz normal rechts lang und am Ende auf Ben oder andere Seite Luke 5, aber lang ausspielen, laufen lassen den Ball, ja? Ja, Marco. Für Luke, dann nach dem Tor.
Against Stam, the German head coach. He was probably the best Waterpolo player for Germany. Actually, his father-in-law was a former national player as well, Mark Politze. And his father is also a player. But now let's see what Germans are able to do from this. And the first save for Lorrio, the secondary Spanish goalie. And we are under the last 2 minutes of the match. Spain is leading by 5 goals. And there was a little time when Germany have a slight chance to come back, but Spain reacted quickly, and since that they are controlling the game just like in the first 3 quarters. Actually, the first one was tied, and they did a 1-1 draw, but Spain were attacking much more. They had, I think, if I remember well, 3 or 4 times more shots than Germany in the first quarter. The second save for Lorrio. And there is a clear chance ahead of Perrone, and he scores his first goal, yeah. His first goal from 5 shots today. Felipe Perrone finally was able to score a goal in this match against Germany. This is his 12th goal in the tournament. The former Brazilian player who first competed for Spain, and before the Rio Olympics he changed for Brazil because he was born in Rio de Janeiro. That was his hometown. He wanted to play in his hometown for his nation, but then he changed back to Spain because he wanted to play in that home European Championship for Spain 2 years ago. And now the top scorer today with the ball, Granados, with 5 goals in this last 30 seconds in the match. Granados, nice dribbling. But Spain is really don't want to do so much from this attack. Yeah, just waiting for the end of the match. Maybe one more last shot, but saved by Schenker. So a corner. 15 seconds left from the game, and Spain has 20 to hold the ball. Mayarach. Just having the possession in the end, and Spain won this quarter-final qualification game against Germany. The final result is 12-6 for Spain. It was an easy victory for Spain. Only the first quarter, or I mean only until the first quarter, we could think that maybe there can be a miracle that Germany would be able to have a close match against Spain or even win it. But of course, the world and the European Championship silver medalist Spanish team won this match easily. After the first quarter it was just only 1-1, but at the half-time Spain were already leading by 3 goals. Then the third quarter ended in a 3-0 for Spain. Then the last just ended in a